Hey, yo, what's up? You know what it is? It's the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. And of course, I'm doing you guys back to another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks on. And yo, under night in bursts EXE late est. Because I think that's how it's pronounced or whatever. But news dropped this morning. The game finally coming to the PS Quadruple, the PS Triple, and the PS Life on July the 20th. Over in the land of the rising sun. And no, I'm not talking about the guy like Shinsuke Nakamura, the king of strong style, but point taken. Is that from my understanding, according to the information that's been gathered, is that it come out on July the 20th, and Enkidu is going to become playable in the console version, and it's going to be probably as updated as the arcade version will be by the time it comes out. Because usually, given history, there's probably going to be one more update past 3.11, but given what 3.11 does for the game, I highly doubt that they really gonna push another update out before the game come out on consoles, and then do something with that and play around with the balance somehow with the console versions. But then you have to sit up here and realize that a couple of months after they come out on the console, the new update with Enkidu will be pushed out, and given previous history, that probably another character is probably going to be joining them. And now, honestly, when I sit up here and think about it, I didn't really see Enkidu as the character they were going to add to the console version. I had money on Erika or Uzuki, but, you know, I am not a member of French Bread, so I don't make those decisions. And there was a poll or something years ago about who they want to see, but none of that stuff is mathematics, and nor does it matter. The point of this is there are like 50 million ways to experience what Under Night in Birth is. It's on Steam, it's on consoles. Play that damn video game. How about that? How about for me to you go play a damn video game, a great fighting game, one of the best current fighting games in the fucking business, if you ask me personally. And I have gone to bat for years and say that this was going to be the game that was going to be that next evolution of Melty Blood, and my God, it is. We could go into how much I love Under Night in Birth, and how much of that love for Melty, and how I always feel about that it was that next evolutionary step of Vampire Savior that the streets never got. But that's another conversation, and that is a whole conversation that your ass will have to pay for. So, given that information, I guess this would be the end of this, except for one little thing. I'm never getting Philia in this game, am I? I'm like, every time I ask those folks over there in Skullgirls Land what is really, really, really good with Philly and this Under Night in Birth, I never get an answer. I've asked this question repeatedly on multiple times on Twitter and website that will not be named, and every time I bring it up, nobody says anything. And it's like, and given that no one says anything, and there hasn't been any news since they drew that thing for Under Night in Birth years ago, when they threw it for the Skullgirls Gallery, that Philia picture, that from my understanding is that there were talks, because in an earlier revision somebody had dug into it and they saw like a remix for the theme song for Skullgirls. Because if you didn't know, here's a fun fact: both Eltonum and Akatsuki, their themes are remixes to the OPs for the games that they're from. Being, of course, I'm trying to think, original Melty Blood, and for Akatsuki, Akatsuki Blitzcount 2, or Super Jew Puncher, or something I'm not supposed to say maybe, but I'll say it anyway because this is my damn show. If you don't like, you can suck my dick. Anywho, so, I don't know. I have no idea. I will be keeping an eye on this information as more information comes out. I will be here to remind you, upload all the crack there it is to keep you in the loop that maybe you want to import this game, and you probably should, because given, the sales of the game on Steam and how it's sold on PS3, I don't know if they gonna get somebody to actually touch and put some work in. It's probably gonna be another one of those fighting climax initiative issues where the first game bombed so bad, like, we ain't even fuck with y'all. But the thing is, when it comes to that, while I'm thinking about it, if you have a Vita and that motherfucker hacked, you can they got a translation for Ignition for the Vita. So if you want to play that game in damn English, there's a way for you to do it. So, you know, from me to you, helping me help you help yourself with Triple the Guy stuff, y'all know what the fuck it is. So, all in all, hopefully Erica or Uzuki becomes playable at some point. That would be really cool. Maybe if I keep wishing on stars, maybe those folks over there in the Indivisible land will come fuck with your boys over there at the French bread, and they will sit down at the table, eat the French bread, and then I will get thick philia in Under Night in Birth. Because I really honestly think the reason why I go so hard on that, because given what Under Night in Birth was when they thought about putting Philia in and where the game is now, Philia could be a damn dynamic character, given her basis from Skullgirls. Given that information. Just given that. So, Lab Zero people who are not listening to me, maybe you should re-talk to French Bread about something. I don't know. It would warm the cockles of my cold, day black motherfucking heart if y'all would hook that up for your motherfucking boy. After all this work I done put in to preach the gospel that is Skullgirls, Philia, Under Night in Birth. I'm like, hell, if y'all need to kickstart that shit, y'all the masters of that shit allegedly. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, y'all put a Kickstarter up, like, y'all want Philia and Skullgirls, give us some money. Okay. But that's what it takes. So, that's that. The moral of the story is suspend the will of morality. July fucking 20th, import this damn video game because I highly fucking doubt Axis is going to translate this sumbitch for you, so there. See? Help me, help you, help yourself. So, like I said, honestly, and honestly, before we get out of here, it'll be interesting to see because the game that you can buy on consoles and the game that is currently on Steam are versions that are, you know, not up to date. Because I'm lost in the honestly real shit. I'm lost in the loop of where the versions of X-Late sit when it come to, like, cause I know the console version hasn't changed since the console version came out. That is what I know. That the console versions haven't changed since they've come out. So when you come at it that way, you know, I don't, cause see the thing is that maybe I should have, you know, did like 2 seconds of research on it, but honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if that the Steam version is exactly the same as the PS3 version, which is a 2-year-old version of a video game. So I'm like, the thing is that included, and I just thought about this before we get out of here, is that the streets gonna finally get their chance to play as Phonon and Mika. So you know what I'm saying? You got that. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see what's up with Enkidu. I've seen his sprites in various French red strings and things like that. And all I can do is hope for Erica or Uzuki to be the character to join him in the arcade version when you know they gonna move that shit to the arcade version and somebody at Lab Zero put Philia in this fucking video game. Please, my God, it's been 3 fucking years. See? There you have it. Helping me help you help my motherfucking self, a triple the God staple. Thank you very much. So, that's it. Go. Shoot, we need to get out of here. I gotta go review X8 now. I gotta go do that, because that's what the streets really want. They really want to know what I think about Tokusatsu. So, go. Beat it. Get out of here. Go. Q Ranger review up. Another episode of Gunstar Heroes, man, from the Lost Archive that I found on a whole hard drive. So, if you want to watch me and Jay play Gunstar Heroes, you have the option to do that. And remember, will of morality, moral of the story, get your fucking import dollars out, people. I highly doubt Axis is actually going to translate this game. Highly doubt it. I'm not even going to put my money on the table and take the bet, because more surprising things that have happened in my lifetime. But it's been hella since Ignition, so I'm like, you probably want to import that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And also, one more thing, just to give a shout out to my folks over at Studio S making that crack. They got that trailer for that Mongoose game. They have a trailer. I have the link to the store site where you can download the demo. It's like the Marvel version of Street Fighter 5. So, you know, play that. You know what I'm saying? Go get that in your life or something. I figured I would put that out there. You know what I'm saying? Putting good vibes out there to people that make crack. We're done. So, I'm going to go review Tokusatsu now. I'm going to turn this into a video. You're going to start mowing some lawns and asking your mommy and daddy, can you borrow a couple dollars? Because Uncle Triple say you need to get that motherfucking Under Night Ember X-Latest in your motherfucking life when it come on July the 20th. Whether that's digital or whether that is a physical copy, which will only exist on PS4. And I forgot that damn information too right now. So, shoot. Beat it. Get out of here. I'm the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. And I'd like to thank you for joining me for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks On. And with that, I'll holler at you guys next time, man. Peace out.